Welcome to our Physics Daily. Every day is a Physics Day. This is Ambassador Foundation, and I want us to discuss some few questions here and there. Each day we have to discuss at least 5 questions. So log in for Physics Daily. So today I want us to check on some of the questions here concerning cells and simple circuits. I have prepared for you 41 questions, but for today we will answer the first few questions so that each day you will be following me as we are answering this question. As you can see, the first question reads, distinguish between primary cell and a secondary cell. Distinguish between primary cell and a secondary cell. This is, it's a question that wants you to differentiate between the primary cell here and the secondary cell. First of all, let me start by giving you examples of primary cells. They include the chemical cells. They include the simple cell, Lange cell, and the dry cell. On the other side, the secondary cell includes the lead acid accumulator and alkaline accumulators. It has two main differences, but the main difference is the difference that one of them cannot be recharged while the other one can be recharged. Um, Starting with the primary cell, it cannot be recharged after its cells are exhausted. Secondary cell can be recharged once its cells are exhausted. That is the difference. That's the main difference actually that exists between the two. Primary cells cannot be recharged after use, while secondary cells can be recharged, or we can say they are rechargeable. That is the point. The other difference is small current can be drawn from primary cells, while large current can be drawn from secondary cells. Small current can be drawn from primary cells, while large current can be drawn from what? From the secondary cells. So those are the two differences which I would like you to have them or to know them. There is this other question. Question 2, define EMF of the cell. Define the word EMF of the cell. EMF actually, in full it is electromotive force. Let me combine question 2 and question 3 because question 3 says distinguish between electromotive force and potential difference. That is, distinguish between EMF and PD. PD is the potential difference. So I would like you, differentiating is actually defining EMF, then you define potential difference. So we will have answered the question 2 and 3 at the same time. EMF, that is the electromotive force. It refers to the voltage across the terminals of a battery in an open circuit. It refers to the voltage across the terminals of a battery in an open circuit. That is when no current flows in the circuit. That is when no current flows in the circuit. When the circuit is open, there is no current flowing. And whatever the voltmeter will record or will read, that will be referred to as the EMF. Yes. Potential difference. Even the word difference will guide you. PD. It refers to the voltage across the terminals of a battery in a closed circuit. That is, when current is flowing in the circuit. When circuit is closed, the current is flowing. And of course, the readings in the voltmeter will be lower compared to those when there is an open circuit. In a closed circuit, there will be a lesser readings. And the readings that you will get from the voltmeter when the circuit is closed, that is, when the current is flowing, maybe it is flowing to light a bulb, the readings will be known as potential difference. Both the potential difference and the electromotive force, they are measured in volts or voltage. And of course, I've said this, that the electromotive force is larger than the potential difference for the same number of cells or for the battery. So now, the difference between EMF and PD is what we call the lost voltage. For example, if you have a cell, two cells in series, the EMF would be 3.0 and the potential difference may be 2.4. False. Then when you get the difference between the two, you will get 0.6, for example. So the lost voltage is 0.6, maybe due to internal resistance. State one major difference between the primary cell and the secondary cell. That one has been answered in question 1. We cannot repeat ourselves over there. The other one is state the major difference between a dry cell and a wet cell. State the major difference between a dry cell and a wet cell. Even the definition alone, even the way the question has been framed, would make you answer that question. Whoever was asking that question wanted the students to at least score some marks, because dry cell does not have a liquid electrolyte, while a wet cell uses a liquid electrolyte. It is the electrolyte that actually determines whether a cell is dry or wet.